My journey started in the year 2017. I used to weigh 140 kilos at that time, and I was diagnosed with diabetes where my sugar levels were almost 500 and my HbA1c level was almost 14. I was on insulin shots, so that's when I decided that I should do something to improve my health, and started with basic walks, and then slowly it motivated me to do better. So from there I started going to the gym, and then I started doing treks, and that's when the whole fitness bug bit me, and now I'm here. I'm at 77. So I was introduced to this 70.3 2 years back when my school friend just completed an Ironman race, and I was really motivated and inspired to do the same thing. But at that time I was mentally not prepared to go through the journey, as it required a lot of time, effort, and I felt I was not fit enough. Plus I had no experience of running or cycling, and I'm a very bad swimmer as well. So but during the lockdown, what happened is Shweta's team introduced me to running, because they motivated me that you start running since all the gyms were closed and there was no means of doing any cardio. So along with weight training, they asked me to, home gymming, they asked me to do running as well. And I started running 5 kilometers, 6 kilometers, 7 kilometers. Gradually, it gave me a lot of confidence. So after 3 months of running, I realized that I'm kind of ready to do a half marathon, and I did my first half marathon in November 2020. And once I did that, I was like, now I need to do something more exciting, and that's when I decided to do a Ironman 70.3. So typically our training initially used to be about an hour a day, so about 6 to 8 hours weekly. Weekends used to be long endurance trainings. Once in a week used to be tempo runs, sprints, tempo rides, and along with that we also used to do a lot of weight training 2 to 3 days a week. So then slowly it was initially it was the base building phase, and slowly we started our peak training 3 months before my race in August. And from June, July, we completely stopped our weight training, and our training was completely focused on the Ironman part, which was running, cycling and swimming. And it used to, again, around that time, around 3 months before the race, it used to be around 8 to 10 hours to maximum 11 hours a week. So we used to have that. It used to have all the 3 verticals, 2 days of swimming, 2 days of cycling, and 2 days of swimming. And over the weekends we used to have something called as a brick runs, where we used to combine 2 activities. So either it's a run swim or a cycle run, that kind of stuff. So I discussed in November with Shweta about my Ironman race, which I had registered for August 2021, and that's when we chart out a nutrition protocol. Initially it was a completely low carb approach with a high protein diet and some supplements to go along with it, which all the triathletes need for their basic performance, which included L-carnitine, beta-alanine, BCAAs, along with my protein. What happened is, with the help of these supplements and my diet plan, which was a low carb approach, it really helped me improve my performance. So just to give you an example, my first marathon I could run 21 in about 2 hours 25 minutes, and my second marathon, which was scheduled in March, about 4 months from then, I could do my second marathon in 2 hours and 6 minutes. So that's a massive improvement in my performance in just span of 4 months. So with the nutrition also helped a lot. Along with this, we are not professional triathletes, so I'm a dentist by profession. So we also have to do a lot of physical work at my practice. So the nutrition helped me in recovery and productivity at work as well. So there was never a single day where I was, even after my 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours of training, I was not completely sloshed, or I never felt the need to rest at home or not go to work. So there were days where I have trained for about 5 hours, and then come to work for another 4-5 hours. That was over the weekend, and then been out for some social functions with my family, and again back to training the next day. So that's the kind of recovery and the nutrition. That's the way the nutrition has helped us during the entire journey. So during the race, I had a lot of energy. I could in fact give my best performance on the race day. My swim timing was the best, my cycle timing was my best, with even the toughest conditions, with the weather, with the heat, the sweat, with some cramps coming in at the end of the race after around 18 kilometers. I could still finish the race successfully in under 7 hours, which was a great achievement. So I think the nutrition plan which was devised for the race as well, where we had planned that at every 45 minutes we'll be taking one gel or some nutrition, including our fluids, really helped me push my boundaries and give my best performance. So I really thank Shweta for that. So the one feeling as soon as you complete one Ironman 70.3 is you want to do the full Ironman. So that's obviously my next target, and I'll be working towards it. It will take about a year's training for me to be there. Since I've never run a full marathon, so my first target would be to run a full marathon and then move on to full Ironman race. Along with that, we'll also be doing a lot of work on muscle strengthening and muscle building and developing endurance as well. So the nutrition again will play a very important role here, because we would like to reduce still my body fat and gain a lot of muscle. So I'm going to be relying on Shweta on that, and I'm sure she's going to do a great job, and we'll come out with successful colors next year with my full Ironman race as well.